I'm using a throwaway account, because if this ever gets out, I'm a dead man. It all started 3 years ago, when I moved into this quiet residential area next to my neighbor, Evelyn. She is your classic sweet old lady, in her late 70s, living alone since her husband, Arthur, passed away. But she had one major problem. She was absolutely terrible at home maintenance. Her front gate squeaked so loudly it woke me up at 5 every morning, her porch lights were always burnt out, and her garden faucet dripped for months. I suffer from chronic insomnia, and one night, after a massive cup of coffee at 3 in the morning, the sound of that gate finally pushed me over the edge. So, I grabbed a can of WD-40, hopped the fence, and greased the damn hinges. Then, I noticed her garden gnome had tipped over, so I cleaned it and put it back. The next morning, I watched her stand by the gate with a look on her face like she had seen a miracle. She opened and closed it 10 times and whispered, "Thank you, Arthur." Instead of just coming clean, I felt this weird rush of adrenaline. For the next 2 years, I became her personal guardian poltergeist, replacing her porch bulbs with LEDs, repainting her peeling windowsills, and even replacing her broken mailbox with an identical new one in the middle of the night. Evelyn became 100% convinced that Arthur's spirit had returned to take care of her. She started leaving offerings on the porch, like cookies or a shot of whiskey, which I would pour out just to keep the illusion alive. But the problem is, Evelyn told the whole neighborhood, and now she is hiring psychics to strengthen the connection. Over the last year, she has had 5 or 6 different scammers through her doors, and she is paying them insane amounts of money from her savings to hold seances. One of them even told her the spirit was unhappy with the color of her curtains, so she made her nephew replace them. Now, the situation is spiraling out of control. She wants to leave part of her estate to a medium's research foundation, and she spends her days talking to empty corners because she is convinced I am standing there. Last week, she even bought a high-end EMF detector for hundreds of dollars, just so she could hear his heartbeat. I feel like a total piece of trash. I just wanted some peace and quiet, and to help an old lady, but I accidentally created a cult of a dead husband in my own backyard. If I confess now, she will hate me, and her belief that love is stronger than death will be shattered. But if I don't confess, these scammers will bleed her dry.